Hello everyone, this is Lok. We're back for a new video update. So let me show you what's new in this version. First one is now you have the ability to change the ruler text position. So let's go to F6 to draw rulers, and let me just put down the ruler here, right? So you have this. If you go back to edit, you can change the different font scale, font sizes. You can set the thickness of your line. Those have been the features that we've released in the previous update. Now you have a slider that allows you to change the position of your rulers. That way you can customize how you want the rulers to look like. This was one of the more frequently asked features in the past few weeks. The next one is in the camera view. So let's say if I drop some targets over here like this, and I set the camera to be here first. Let me call it first, right? So now if you go over to your camera view, you see now you have one camera here called first, and then you have your camera controls that you can move your cameras left and right. But this is pretty clunky, and so people have been asking, can we just have a way to reposition your cameras easily? So now we have a button here called Reposition Camera. So you can click on Reposition Camera, and now you'll be able to fly around to wherever you want. Let's say I want to position it here, closer, and then hit Done, and now your camera is set to this position. And then if you want to go over to the other camera, I want to change this position, I can just go maybe move it over this way, like that. Now it's way easier for you to reposition your cameras. Then the next few things that are pretty straightforward is you have wall stands now that's added to your build list. So if you drop a wall, let's say if you take a vision barrier here like this and you drop a wall like that over onto your stage, in the build list itself it will generate number of walls, number of targets, and it also generate number of wall stands for people who want to communicate that to the stage build list. And also, if you notice, if you go to stage briefing under template, you see a new button here called Export Practiscore JPEG image. You can do this already in cameras. Made it explicit for you that you can export this image, not the whole written stage briefing, but the image itself that's captured from your camera into a JPEG file that Practiscore can read and read your written stage briefing as well, which is pretty cool. And also for users who have multiple windows, this is full screen mode. You can switch over to settings and change it to windowed full screen or windowed, and by changing it to these, your mouse can now be free from the confines of your primary screen. So then you can have your design on one screen, you have your Practisim running in the middle screen, and then you can start switching back and forth without having to do alt tab between computer screens. So that's really cool. So now we have a few new props. The first prop is the PCSL Changeable targets. So I changed and sorted this PCSL gallery here. I moved the K-zone targets all the way down to the bottom because those are going to be phased out according to Max. And now we have a bunch of new ones over here. So these are all changeable targets. What do you mean by changeable? Before you had dedicated carbine targets, your dedicated handgun targets, but now you have one target that you can just drop it on the stage here, and then using the square bracket key you can change between the different targets that you have. So this is carbine, and then this is the comp targets, this is the carbine targets, this is the mini prac targets, and the carbine mini prac targets. So you can cycle between any of these at any time you want, and if you clone them, all the properties will retain very easily. So now you can quickly swap between the practical targets, the comp targets, and the mini prac targets. Now these also work on the swinger. So if you drop a swinger down here, you can easily change the type of targets that are on the swingers. And then a bunch of new fun props. So let me load a stage here. So now that I've loaded the stage, here are new props. Here we have a campfire with the animated fire and smoke. Here we have new glow sticks. You can change the color easily by hitting K and maybe change to green or red or whatever color you want here. And then we have a new pistol dump box that one of the members of Discord wanted. So there you go. So that's it for this update. If you have any feedback or any questions, you need any help, please join our Discord server. The link to the Discord server is in the YouTube description below. I'd like to take the opportunity to thank my Patreon subscribers. Thank you so much for supporting the cause. If you're interested to become a Patreon subscriber, just go ahead and join this link. That's all I have for you, so have a great shooting weekend. Wishing you lots of alphas, and I'll see you on the range.